Welcome back to another episode of TPC. Let's do the NFL Week 13 predictions. We already did the Thanksgiving games already in the last video and the college football, of course, though. But let's go to the full breakdown of all these games. We got some crazy games. Nothing like insanely crazy, but some good football. We all love football, of course. Let's start with the 12 o'clock slate. Tennessee versus the Jags at Tennessee. Cam Ward is coming off one of his best games against the Seahawks. I know it was garbage time right there. Phenomenal game. We just know that Cam Ward is his team and Jeffrey Simmons on the defense. That's it. Those are the two valuable players for this team. And other than that, and you had like that one guy, the one rookie they've been really good with, and lately is that one. I forget his name. Is it Dyke? That one guy from Stanford? Not Stanford. I'm trying to see. What's his name? I forgot. He's like the leading the all-purpose yards right now for all like rookies and special teams right now. That's the only thing I know about him. Let me see. Because that's the only thing I know when it comes to this team. Because I look at Tennessee. Tennessee's just bad, bro. It's just, they're overall just bad. It's just bad. It just doesn't look good. Yeah, Jeremiah Dyke. My bad. He's literally carrying the team on the special teams. Those are the two players, if anything, has been carrying this team phenomenal throughout the season, okay? And I look at Tennessee coming to the game against the Jags, and the Jags, they're coming off a game against overtime against the Cardinals, and that game went from... I still mind-blowing how they won the game with Trevor Lawrence throwing 4 interceptions, because Trevor Lawrence is just... He's such a bust. I hate saying it now. He's a bust. I know he had that 1 year, in his second year, his sophomore year, went to the playoffs, won that playoff game in 27. It was 27-0 one point in that game, and they won that game. And it's mind blowing how like his career has been just a roller coaster. Third head coach in his career, second head coach. Let's just take away Urban Meyer. But like it's not good. This team is not like their defense is good. It's just I don't even know like. Etienne is the running game is the only positive thing. That's the only thing I say. Trevor Etienne has been really consistent this year. They had a little chemistry with Brian Thompson earlier this year, but like it's been gone away because this team does depend so much on Trevor Etienne. I think this team's a run first team, if anything, and they depend on that. Okay, and I'm honestly going to take the Tennessee Titans in this game. The Jags are so inconsistent. They can lose to the Texans with Davis Mills, or they can come out of nowhere and beat the crap out of the Chargers. They're the most inconsistent team, up there with the Eagles, of course. But I say the AFC, they're just inconsistent, and they are. If I say they are like 7-4 right now, 3-2 on the road. But Tennessee Titans, they're 0-6 at home. Maybe they want to get their first win at home. Maybe Calvin really wants to beat his former team. I don't know. I don't even know if he's playing this game. I don't even know anymore. Oh no, he's hurt this year. He tore his ACL. This shows that I don't even keep up with like them anymore. Dude, Tennessee Titans are just so like I don't know. Gunnar Hellman was the leading receiver last year with the last game of 51 yards. Okay, it seems mediocre. Okay, Miami versus New Orleans. I don't even need to say anything. I think Miami wins this game. Miami has an easy stretch. They'll be 5-7 after this game. And Tua in the offense has been decent with Waddle. If anything, A-Chain is this team. A-Chain has been so good for this team. In fantasy, you look at fantasy points, he's carrying everyone. Touchdowns, receiving game, everything. Waddle's been decent too. The defense is getting better every week. It does depend on Tua. Trevor Lawrence. If Tua doesn't turn over the ball, they win games usually. And if he just be a game manager and doesn't be superhero, they win. Okay, New Orleans, I have nothing to say. They are just mediocre. They had a good game against Falcons last week, but the Kirk Cousins came out of nowhere and said, But like, there's a couple weeks that they come out of nowhere and they beat the Panthers 17-7. It's so mediocre. Okay, I just think the Saints are just ready for draft day, so I'm just gonna take Miami in this game. They're favorite 5.5 at home, so yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead on these hard point games, okay? Texans versus Colts, okay? This game, I'm taking the Texans. I think the Colts are going to choke this season. I think they'll finish there 9-8, 8-9. I think they choke. Daniel Jones has a broken fibula in his thing, fractured fibula, and he's still going to play, and he does not look good. I've seen the film in the practice. He's not looking good for this guy. And I'm very, disappointed if they do. They were up 20-9 last week against the Chiefs, and they could have won that game easily, but they just stopped running the ball with Jonathan Taylor. I don't know why. I mean, I know the Chiefs took away Jonathan Taylor, but they made Daniel Jones force the ball. But there was too much 3-and-out, 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 pretty much giving the game to them. The Colts are going to choke the division to the Texans. The Texans are coming out of nowhere and win this division. They're still going to play Texans twice, and this is in Colts. Colts are fair at 3.5. I think the Texans are going to force Daniel Jones to beat them, and that secondary is really good with. I don't know if Petry's been playing. Petry's out. I know that. Okay, and Derek Stingley and what's his name, Bullock. Bullock is phenomenal right now after that game against the Bills. At the 2 picks and all of that. It's just and Calsar, the guy from the other cornerback they got from. I forget where he came from. The other rookie corner they all got. So it's just this defense is very good. And Will Anderson and Delaney Hunter have been phenomenal this year off the edge. I don't know how the Colts are going to do. They had one of the best offenses in the league, but last week is just Spagnuolo exposed it a little bit. So maybe the Colts are about to lose again back-to-back weeks. Drop 8-4, and the Texans will be 7-5, I believe. Or yeah, would it be 7-5? I think they'll move up to 7-5 in the division, and they're right behind the Colts, and they're going to play the Colts again. I think the Texans win this division. I think, and CJ Stroud is back this week also, so maybe the offense gets up going. I mean, Davis Mills is 3-0 in his stretch. Beating the Bills, beating Tennessee, beat the Jags. So maybe they build momentum, beat the Colts. Ooh, don't know. Maybe, but if CJ Stroud sucks, people are gonna scream for Mills. Just saying. But give me Houston in this game. Tampa Bay versus the Cardinals. Okay, this game, the Cardinals just. They're such a good team. They just don't finish games out well. They always just somehow lose. Jonathan Gannon doesn't know how to game manage a game. He reminds me of Anthony Lennon from the Chargers back in the day. He just doesn't know how to coach a team. He doesn't know how to game manage and how to win the game. I know his players sometimes choke. Brissett, I don't even know if Kyler Murray's not even playing this game. Baker is playing this game, if I'm correct. Let me see this. I think Baker is going to play. Is he questionable or is he out? Okay, yeah, he's questionable because after the performance against the Rams, it was bad, dude. That was not good. Yeah, it was just bad. Bad football overall in that game. It's just the Rams just dominated from start to point. Bucky is questionable. I think he's going to be back this week. Maybe, I don't know. But the run game, Marvin Harrison's questionable in this game. The Bam Knight's been the lead person for this team with Brissett. Those two guys and Mike Wilson been really the main thing. Oh, also McBride. My bad. Forget that guy sometimes. I mean, McBride's up there, of course. But it just this offense is so. It is good in the pass gaming. It just sucks with it. They just don't finish well. They don't finish drives. They don't finish the games when it matters. So. I'm going to take the Bucs this game. I think if Baker plays this game, I think they win. If Baker doesn't play the game, I think Brissett's going to win this game. And I know it's at Tampa Bay, and the Cardinals have a decent defense when they don't choke. But I do think this team will. I think the Bucs will bounce back. The Bucs just had a tough stretch with the Bills, the Patriots, the Rams. Just a tough stretch, okay? They're playing. They just can't beat the good teams, in my opinion. But I think they could beat a terrible team like this team. So I think the Bucs will win this game at home. Okay, the Bucs are fair 3.5 also. Let's go to these other games. Let's go to this game. Cleveland versus San Fran. Okay, Cleveland. Oh no, San Fran is fair at 5.5 in this game. Shedeur is coming off. His first game start. He's back-to-back starting because Dylan Gabriel is still dealing with the concussion. And last week it was just terrible. Monday Night Football was so bad because both those quarterbacks sucked. Bryce Young and Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had 3 picks in that game. Two picks in that game. J.C. Horn. Brock Purdy did not look good in that game. George Kittle did decent, but CMC has been the main factor for this team. It's CMC with this team and George Kittle. And when they're all 3 playing, they're 26 and 5, I think. But I don't. The defense is so injury prone. You're seeing practice squad guys. They signed Eric Kendrick this week for the linebacker position. They're just getting a bunch of names out there to fill players out, bro. This defense, Robert Saleh's been phenomenal this year. He definitely deserves an award for that, being one of the best coordinators this year, dealing with injuries and still having a decent defense this year. So I'm really proud about that. Okay, but the offense, we know Kyle Shanahan can make any quarterback look good with Mac Jones. But if Brock Purdy sucks again, just don't be surprised. Mac Jones is going to be right there. Right hand on his ass, because the second Brock Purdy starts selling this game and against the Browns on the road, just know they're gonna do it. And the last time the Browns were playing San Fran, guess who won? Browns won that game, and because of Jake Moody's missed field goal, I remember that shit. Or like maybe they blocked it. It was a while back in the game, but like I don't know. If Shadur can beat this. If Shadur beats San Fran, he is this franchise. He is the Browns quarterback. I don't care. Jenkins had a decent game. Sampson had that one crazy run. Jared Jeudy had a good catch, and then he said, "Oh, fumble." Okay, he just sold the game. Myles Garrett's on a tear. I don't know how the offensive line for this San Fran team is going to deal with Myles Garrett. We'll see probably a triple team, double team. I don't know. Off the edge, it's just Myles Garrett's on a tear. He had 3 sacks last week, 18 sacks right now. He's going to break the record this year. We have 5 games left the season. He's going to break the record. I can't wait to see that. It just sucks that he's in Cleveland. That's the one thing, and he's going to waste his career unless Shadur Sanders brings back Cleveland and it puts him like Tom Brady era. I don't even know. But honestly, I am Shadur fan. I'm going to take Shadur in the Browns this game. I think some magic is going to happen this game, and Shadur's going to ball out. And to the point, I'm going to start him fantasy. I'm going to start him as my fantasy quarterback this week. I don't even care. I'm doing it. I know I'm in the playoffs right now. I'm still playing with the number 1 person in my league, but I'm going to take Shadur Sanders. He got me 19 points last week. I think I'm going to take him again this week. Who cares? Because Daniel Jones, I did not touch him. I do not trust him against the Texans. So, yeah. Give me the Browns in this game, okay? I know the San Fran has a good offense. The defense has been really decent with Robert Saul, but, like, I just feel something's going to happen in this game. I don't know. Very underrated game, okay? Carolina versus LA, okay? LA's coming off one of their hottest games against the Bucks, destroyed them in their game. And Carolina's coming off their worst game, 20-9. Worst game by Bryce Young in recent memories. The thing is, Rams' offense is phenomenal, okay? Panthers' defense is decent when everyone's healthy, when J.C. Horn doesn't hurt himself, or like Derek Brown doesn't want to just suffer himself. That's a big factor away from this team. I don't even know if J.C. Horn's playing this game. Now, J.C. Horn is out this week, okay? Now that is going to deplete. Puka and Davante Adams are going to cook the secondary now. I am worried now for this team. I am worried. Not good. And Matthew Stafford playing at MVP level right now. 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions round. Hasn't had an interception since week 3. And Bryce Young is coming off one of his worst games, and it was a bad one. Bad game. Because he had just 18 completions, 169 yards with a touchdown, QBR 62. No, that's a completion rating. QBR of 13 of QBR, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and then 1 interception was at the goal line. This team depends so much on the run game. If they don't have a run game, Rico was on his ass on the coaching. He said, "Why did I get the ball 7 times or 8 times?" He wanted the ball more, and I don't know why was the game plan not run the ball. They wanted to depend on Bryce Young after his great performance. You cannot put too much pressure on Bryce Young when it's a top team defense, and the Rams have a decent defense with a bunch of young guys, or Brian Young, Jared Verse, and Blake. And the back end, you can have Forbes, Kobe, Kitchens, Curl. It can be anyone. So don't even. I don't know how he's going to do back-to-back weeks playing on a decent defense. And now you're home this game. If they won the coin toss, they're probably going to win this game. I don't even know. Okay? But at home, I mean, he's decent at home. 5 touchdowns at home, 3 interceptions, 646 yards. We'll see how this game goes. It does depend on, though, if Bryce Young can go off, or unless Rico has 200 yards in this game. That's the only way I could take away from that. T-Mac's been decent this year. I say T-Mac's been really good for the rookies right now in receiving. I mean, he has 783 yards with 5 touchdowns right now. So he's been really decent this year, I'll say that. But I think this Rams offense is going to be just too good for the Panthers defense, and I think Puka Nacua is going to have a field day with Davante Adams. So it's going to be a field day. Just know the Rams are going to dominate this game. Let's go to the 3 o'clock games. Okay, so Los Angeles versus the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers, they're so, like, I don't even know, man. The Chargers can come out of nowhere and be phenomenal. The Raiders suck. They fired Chip Kelly. I think the Chargers should win this game, but it's an AFC West matchup, so anything can happen in this game. The Raiders can come out of nowhere and Jinty could drop 50 points on them. I don't even know. So I'm going to take the Chargers in the game. I think Justin Herbert and these guys take care of business in Vegas. Just get ready to draft your future quarterback sooner or later. Unless, or trade for Kyler Murray. I don't even know what you're going to do. Yeah. Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. I don't know if A-Rod is playing this game. Buffalo's coming off their worst offense performance. If you say worst, I think Josh Allen's worst performance. James Cook actually had a decent game. Shakir had a decent game, but Josh Allen just terrible game. I do think A-Rod is playing this week. Unless he's not, then I don't know. But A-Rod should be playing this week, if anything. But we'll see, though. My big thing with this game is can Josh Allen perform on the road again? It's in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh coming off a tough loss against the Bears and no A-Rod, and Mason Rudolph actually had a solid game. The defense did decent. They just couldn't stop the pass because the secondary sucks. And I mean they did decent against the run. I'll say that's like my biggest thing with that. C.J. Sherratt had passes his brother in sacks, had a safety, it just or a touch. I don't even know what it was. But like, I'm disappointed in the Steelers. They're choking the division. The Bengals gonna come out of nowhere. The Ravens lost on Thursday against the Bengals. It's just this division is so mid. A 9-8 team's gonna win this division. Could be the Steelers, could be the Bengals, could be the Ravens. I don't even know. Maybe the Browns have a shot. Maybe the Browns finish the year 9-8 and win this division because they can. So anything can happen in this AFC North. It's still wide open for the thing. This offense, they should never. This year has been so disappointing to Steelers. Okay. DK's been disappointed. TJ's been disappointed. Jalen Ramsey's been disappointed. Those three have been the most disappointing players, I think, for the Steelers team because we expected TJ Watt to be really good. He has 7 sacks this year, but he's not been like top tier right now this year. Like compared to other years, look at Myles Garrett. He has 18 sacks right now, and week 13 right now. So yeah, and then Jalen Ramsey, that guy's just a burnt toast right there. And DK, I mean, you just double team him, he's gone pretty much. So. Yeah, this offense is so just mediocre, and I don't even know what you do with this team. They depend on Jalen Warren a lot. That's a big thing I'll take away from that. If Warren is not the hot hand, or if he's not running the ball that well, and they don't run with him, they're pretty much done. So, or maybe they get Gainwell in the past game. One of those two. You know what I mean? So, but give me the Bills. I think that James Cook and Josh Allen are going to be fine this game. I think Josh Allen bounced back because I don't think he just wins an RRG. That's the thing about him. So I think this game, they'll bounce back. And then you know how the pass catchers are. Whoever has a hot hand. Is it Kincaid? Is it Shakir? Coleman? Dawson? Who cares? Whoever has a hot hand will beat performance. That's how the Bills work their offense throughout the year, pretty much. So, yeah. So give me the Bills in this game, and maybe Josh Allen bounce back. I mean, they're 2-3 on the road, so I don't know. Little revenge game right here. Minnesota versus Seattle. Sam Darnold playing his former team, the team that he let him go for J.J. McCarthy, or 9, my bad. Seattle's going to kill him. Seattle's going to that defense is just killer, bro. That defense was so good with D-Law, Derek Hall, Jones, Knight. Woolen's been mediocre, though. Witherspoon, Love, Kobe Bryant. It's been a phenomenal defense, dude. Murphy, Reed, decent, phenomenal defense, man. Boy Mafa. This defense is really good, okay? Minnesota, their offense sucks. J.J. McCarthy's probably the worst starting quarterback in this league, if I have to say. He's a bust. I'm really disappointed in that. I really thought he was going to be decent, but we look back, this guy was mainly just going for the handoffs. I mean, look at Bryce Underwood yesterday. It was a handoff. They just don't have Michigan. If you're not Tom Brady, you won't be good in Michigan. I'm sorry. If you weren't Tom Brady, you are not going to be that guy. Maybe Tom Brady cursed the franchise with bad quarterback NFL prospects. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if Justin Jefferson's getting pissed off with you, you're doing something wrong because Justin Jefferson is not a diva. So, yeah. And he had to deal with Kirko. And Sam Darnold, that man's having so much fun with JSN, bro. I mean, JSN is having a phenomenal year. He honestly has on pace to break the record for the most receiving yards in a year. If you look at it, he already broke the most receiving yards in his first year as a true number 1 for Seattle. So, we still got a lot of games. It's the same thing like Myles Garrett. We still got 5 games left in the season. So, yeah. Seattle, I think they're fair 11.5 in this game. The only thing about Minnesota is their defense is actually decent, but I don't even know if it's decent anymore after the Packers game. They actually did good against Jordan Love. It's just the run game. They couldn't stop the run. And Charbonnet and Walker are really a good duo combination with them, too. So, yeah. If Sam Darnold doesn't turn over the ball, and like some games he comes out of nowhere and all that, turns over the ball, like 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions, like the Titans game and then the Rams game, that's a big thing. But if Minnesota wants to win this game, they gotta take away Jason. You gotta force Sam Darnold to throw it to someone else, and I know it's kind of difficult, And then also get JJ McCarthy comfortable. You got to get JJ comfortable on the road, especially in Seattle. It's going to be tough. It's going to be loud. Can he deal with it? After the performance against the Packers, getting self-sack, 2 interceptions, 87 yards, terrible game, you got to find something. And you got to build a run game. Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones, you got to build some run game to help your rookie and get the play action going. Look at what's going on with the Bears. I mean, they're a second-year quarterback. Build the play action, build the bootleg, run the damn ball. They got 200 yards this Friday with Kyle and Swift. So run the ball, build a run game. So you should be fine. Okay, they don't. Seattle's just gonna kill them. Okay, so give me Seattle. I'll take that 11.5, honestly. So yeah, I'm not even gonna say too much. Washington versus Denver, another primetime game. No Jay and Dales this week again. Surtain's back. Broncos are going to dominate the crap out of this Washington Commanders. So I'm taking the Broncos in this game. They're going to be 10-2 after this game. Phenomenal game by their efforts. Washington, if no Jaden's on this team, I'm not even going to bet on it. It just sucks how they can't flex this game because they gave Washington so many primetime games after 12-5. I don't blame them. We really thought the Commanders were going to win the division. I thought the Commanders were going to win my division. Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. I really thought they were going to win the division. But then, hey, it was a fluke, man. Fluke year. Ooh, injuries suck. Ooh. And I'm not going to say too much about this game. Jackson Hart's back for this game against New England. But, just end the year, bro. There's no point playing. There's no Scatabo. There's no Malik. I know the Giants had 1,000 yards last week in their game of total 1,000 yards combined against the Lions with the overtime with the Lions. Winston was more fun. Just play Winston for the rest of the year, bro. Don't even take a risk with Jackson Arnold, okay? Let Jackson Arnold rest the year like Scatabo and Malik. Just get ready for next year. You have a top 10 pick. Get a new head coach. Offense looked good with, Waldo, Theo, Tracy. Defense was just nowhere to be found in that game. They could have won that game. It was 27-17 at one point in that game. And they still lost it, so it makes no point. It makes no sense in this game. But New England, they should win this game. They're going to be 11-2, and Drake May's been playing phenomenal. The defense has been phenomenal under Mike Vrabel, and Stephon Diggs, Henderson. It's just the Patriots should dominate this game. Okay, I know it's the Giants-Patriots rivalry right there. Okay, but it's Monday night primetime New England. New England's favorite 7 points, so I think New England should win this game in a comfortable fashion, okay? So, yeah, nothing too crazy this week in games. Mainly, if I had to say that, I'm going to definitely focus on more of the 12 o'clock games. So, that's my opinion on those games. So, yeah, I can't wait for next game week, though. But we're getting closer every single week with playoffs. And I can't wait for this year for the playoffs. I don't know who wins the Super Bowl this year. If I had to say my favorite is the Rams so far for the NFC. Unless my Cowboys come out of nowhere and they finally just want to perform really good in the playoffs with the guy, Dak Prescott. I mean, Dak Prescott phenomenal this year. He's been really good. I just don't know how he does in the playoffs because, he averages 2 interceptions every single time in a playoff game. So I'm like, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they're just different right there. I don't know. Jerry cooked this year, but I don't know how we're going to do the playoffs. That's my opinion on it. But thank you all for joining for me this episode of TPC. So like and subscribe and get ready for a great week of football.